Hi guys, my name is Dino de los Santos and I will discuss to you guys the global war. Global war. Global war is an international conflict which involves all or most of the world's major powers. Conventionally, the term is reserved to major international conflicts that occurred during the first half of 20th century. World War 1914 to 1918 and World War II 1939 to 1945. Although historians have also described other global conflicts as world war, such as the Nine Years' War, the War of the Spanish Succession, the 7 Years' War, the French Revolution, and Napoleonic Wars, the Cold War, and the War on Terror. In 1914, war erupted in Europe. Rebel nations around the globe, tangled in webs of alliances, took sides. Germany, Austria, Hungary, and other Central Powers united against the Allies that include Britain, Canada, France, Italy, Japan, and Russia. After 3 years of fighting, both sides were dragged in the deadlock, facing each other in trenches that can nearly 500 miles across northern France, that notorious Western Front. When the United States entered the war on April 6, 1917, few could force the Allies. If you break faith, we shall not sleep. Canadian World War, fostered by artist Frank Lucia Nicolette, depicted is a Canadian soldier standing at a grave amidst field of poppies. Gift of normal age broke. The war in the West 1914. For the smooth working of their plan for the invasion of France, the Germans had formally reduced the ring fortress of Liege when commanded the route prescribed for the 1st and 2nd Armies, and which was the foremost stronghold of the Belgian defenses. German troops crossed the frontier into Belgium on the morning of August 4. Thanks to the resolution of a middle-aged staff officer, Erich Ludendorff, a German brigade occupied the town of Liege itself in the night of August 5 to 6 and the citadel on August 7. But the surrounding forts held out stubbornly until the Germans brought their heavy howitzer into action against them on August 12. These 420mm siege guns proved too formidable for the forts, which won by the Sachsenbem. The vanguard of the German invasion was already pressing the Belgian field army between the Gite River and Brussels. When the last of the Liege fort fell on August 16, the Belgians that withdrew northward to the entrenched camp of Antwerp. On August 20, the German First Army entered Brussels, while the Second Army appears before Namur, the one remaining fortress bearing the Meuse route into France. Potential Third World War. Since the atomic bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki during the Second World War, there has been a widespread and prolonged fear of potential Third World War between nuclear-armed powers. It is often suggested that it would become a nuclear war and be more devastating and violent than both the First and Second World Wars. Albert Einstein is often quoted as having said in 1947 that I know not with what weapons World War III will be fought, but World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones. It has been anticipated and planned for by military and civil authorities, and it has also been explored in fiction in many countries. Scenarios have ranged from conventional warfare to limited or total nuclear warfare. Other global conflicts. The late Bronze Age collapse has been described as World War I by some historians. Some historians consider the 7 Years' War, 756 to 1763, to have been a world war. Historians Richard F. Hamilton and Holger H. Herwig include it among a list of 8 world wars, including the 2 generally agreed upon world war plus these 6 others. The 9 Years' War, 1689 to 1697, the War of the Spanish Succession, 1701 to 1714, the War of the Austrian Succession, 1740 to 1748, the 7 Years' War, the French Revolutionary War, 792 to 1802, and the Napoleonic War, 1803 to 1815. British historian John Roberts Seeley dubbed all of those wars between France and Great Britain. Later, the UK between 1689 and 1850, including American Revolutionary War from 1575-1783 as the Second Hundred Years' War, echoing an earlier period of conflict between France and England known as the Hundred Years' War, 1337 to 1453, although the period included the War of the Quadruple Alliance, 1718 to 1722, in which France and Great Britain were on the same side. Some writers have referred to the American Revolutionary War alone as World War. Thank you.